So it's finally here, 2023 hunting season, and I've been putting in the work all summer long, putting in the time scouting, watching the ag fields, putting in cameras. It's just been a long wait. Ever since I put my buck down last year in November, I just couldn't wait for November to get here again, and finally it was the start of hunting season. But it was a very long, I'd say overwhelming start to the hunting season when the biggest deer of my life popped up, and he ended up being taken by a good friend of mine, Brad, and scoring 229 inches, biggest deer I've ever seen anywhere. So I thought that was pretty cool, and to say that I wasn't jealous at all would be a huge understatement, but you know, I'm super happy for him. He's put the work in, he put the time in too. So, I mean, just as long as somebody I knew got him and I was able to go see him and eventually put my hands on him, that's just a feat in its own to get to touch a buck like that. And when I went over to his house, for one of the first things he brought out to me was that rack, and you know, it's just an awesome experience being able to put your hands on a rack like that, and being one of the first ones that he called, and he actually FaceTimed me and showed me and told me that the 7x7 was down on the ground. It was a pretty cool feeling, interesting feeling I should say. But again, super happy for him, and there's not a whole lot to show at the beginning because I was strictly going after that huge buck. But we're gonna roll right into November because November showed up real quick, and we put in time. Definitely put in the time. Took a week off of work, and yeah, what a great time to be in the woods. I love November. But with that being said, we're gonna get right to it. Hope y'all enjoy. Well, it's November 6th. Finally got out for a morning hunt. I picked a spot kind of on a creek bed. I kind of hunted it last year with a buddy of mine. Just trying to show him the ropes and everything. I always thought it'd be a pretty good little spot during the rut. I know these deer bed out in this field, all this prairie grass, and they like to come over into this draw, follow this draw down. I'm probably gonna do a quick little rattling sequence here, now that I can see. I've got plenty of cover around me, but I only have one decent sized shooting lane. So hopefully that pulls them in nice and tight to me. But we'll see here till probably 11 o'clock or so, and then get down. I'm excited. Should be a pretty good morning, I think.
I'd say that was a pretty eventful morning. I quite enjoyed that a lot. Besides not being able to move when that nice 10 was bedded down there staring at me for 20 minutes. But, yeah. That's what I love. So, I'm freaking pumped. I gotta get down. It's 9:30. And it's gonna start heating up here soon. It's supposed to be like 72 or 73 today, unfortunately. But, gonna get down, sneak out of here. It's a fairly short walk out. So, we'll be back up in a couple hours. See if we can't get it done tonight. We are set up and ready to go. I'm excited about this morning's hunt. I think it's going to be pretty good. Hopefully it's pretty eventful. Just got finished getting set up. It's pretty light out already, but I'm not too worried about that during the rut. I'm on the west side of this piece of woods. It's a pretty big draw, where a couple draws combine and then one goes out. But we're right on the outskirts of it because I didn't want to push in. I've never sat in there, so I didn't want to walk and not know where I was going in the dark. So I just kind of picked an area on the map and went with it. It gives me a good field of view to my right. Pretty decent one to my left, and then I got a good one behind me. So hopefully we'll be able to see something moving if it comes through the prairie grass and it comes in here, or if it's coming out of the woods over here. So we'll hang tight till probably 10 o'clock. Go get some midday chores done and head back out for the evening. Like any good old-fashioned rut hunt. Gonna start things off right here. Start off with a little rattling sequence. See if we can't draw something right here at first light. Holy shit. Those are some big ass bulls. Big bull elk behind me. 2 of them. November 7th, and it is almost 80 degrees out. It's not supposed to be this warm. The wind is swirling. I've only seen one deer this morning. All the conditions are not right, but such is hunting. It ain't gonna stop the rut. Might just push for more of the movement at night. So I'm set up on the ground tonight. Gonna do a little rattling. I wish I had a decoy. This would be the perfect setup for a decoy. But I'm in a nice little shadow under a cedar. Got a nice little opening right here. I got shots out to 50 yards. I think it'll be pretty good. But we'll see. Never know how the night will go. Hopefully it goes well. About an hour left. Here we go. It's an absolute beautiful morning. It's mid-40s right now, which is a little too warm for November. I think it's the 8th. It is indeed the 8th. It's 7 o'clock. Just got set up. Showed up a little late. Got talking with another hunter on my way in. Just kind of discussing how this rut was going. Or pre-rut. I really don't think the rut is on yet. I'm just hoping those mature bucks get on their feet here soon. Well, it was another slow morning. Didn't see anything. Kicked a couple deer out when I got in here just before it got light out. But hopefully it'll pick up here soon. Get in, get warm, come back out this afternoon. Well, this is a super windy afternoon. It's almost 3:30 in the evening. I guess afternoon, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm set up in a super random spot too. But there's so many trails coming down here and linking into this draw off these hillsides. It's probably mostly used at night, but you never know what's in this draw. It's not very wide. It's probably 50 yards, if that. In some places. Some places it's probably only like 20 yards wide. But I'm hoping when this wind starts to die down just a little bit, do some rattling, that they'll get up on their feet and start scent checking this tired draw. But you never know. Sometimes you gotta go with the most random spots. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes you look like an idiot. I'm hoping I don't look like an idiot, but I'm thinking I probably will. But we'll sit here 6 feet off the ground in a 8-inch wide, if that, tree. Tiny. But we'll see.
So at this point, I had heard something over my shoulder when the wind was kind of stopping, and I looked up into the cedar trees, and sure enough, a little 8-point come walking out, and he stood up behind me for probably a good 10 minutes. Well, for a while there, I thought he was going to catch my wind. He was only feet from catching it. Once he decided that I wasn't a threat, and as I moved with the trees when the wind was blowing, he just decided to turn around and start trotting down the hill. He chose a trail and went down to the base of the hill, and next thing you know it, not 30 seconds later, out popped a nice 10. I thought surely there was no way there could be another buck in there. I thought that 10-point was going to be the last one to come out. I had seen a doe run down into the draw before any of them came out to begin with, but yeah, I heard him rubbing his antlers on a thick cedar tree, and once he presented himself to me, I knew he was a shooter right there and then.
no way. That. Oh my God. Done. And he's a freaking dandy. Oh my God. Oh man. That joker was like 6 yards from me. 6 yards, man. He just ran, I don't know, 70 yards and just fell back down into the creek bottom. Done, 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 done. Yes. 6 feet off the fucking ground, man. I picked a random ass spot. Oh my God. I picked the most random freaking spot, man. The most random spot ever. And I rattled. And I rattled right when all this got shady. I had a buck, a nice little 8 come up. He was standing almost, I mean, I'm telling you, he was freaking 5 yards from getting my wind. And he saw me, but I only moved every time the wind moved or blew, so I could move with the trees. And then another 10-point came in, and I was like, man, he's nice, but he's just not what I'm looking for still. And I thought it was just those two, and I heard another buck back here raking his antlers. Sure enough, out pops this dude. I don't give a shit what he scores. I'm freaking shaking, man. This is so awesome. He was quartering away. I slipped it up behind his rib cage. Maybe 15 yards. I was waiting for him to look away. He was looking away. I thought he was gonna see me. He was right here raking the freaking bushes right. There's, like I said when I first got here, you pick a random spot. Sometimes you're a fucking idiot, and sometimes you're a fucking genius, man. Now I was talking to my buddy Mark earlier, and we were talking about how much it's based off of luck. And it is based off of luck, but knowing your terrain and knowing what these bucks want to be in. This is so secluded back here. I walked almost a mile to get back in here. Now I can drive my truck up to the top of this ridge, drag this big guy up the ridge, and we'll be done. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Time to call the wife. Alright, well, down out of the tree. Now we're gonna go up there and we're gonna check it out. Just as a reference, there's the tree I was in, right there. This is what he was raking, right here. We're a whopping 5 yards. Love it. This is about where he was standing, right around here, which you can kind of see. Maybe even been a little closer. But just keep going. Pull through here. I see him. There he is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's a dandy. Boy, he stinks. Oh, yeah. Yes. I am happy with him. I am very, very happy with him. He's even got a little point that comes back here. Got junk all over the bases over here. A little flyer right there. Nice. Just hold it in hard away. Tuck it up behind his ribs. Done. God, look at the body on them. Good night. Hell yeah. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. This is too much fun. This is too much fun, man. You really can't beat this stuff. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving me the chance to do this. And thank you to my wife and my son for letting me sneak away so I can do this and get my relaxing time in. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's awesome. I love Kansas. Yep, this is gonna be painful. Whew. Get him all taken care of. Mark's dying.
Probably. Heart attack.
I'm also dying. But we're gonna drop ourselves off up top and we're gonna come back down and drag this fucker up. Let's do it. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for 2023 for the Bucks anyway. Got an absolute stud of an 8-point. Couldn't be happier. Like I said before, I love Kansas. The hunting out here is incredible. If you've never hunted Kansas, get your ass out here and hunt it. It is something else. But couldn't be any more proud of the way this year turned out. I mean, I know I was going after that giant 226 incher that my buddy Brad ended up shooting, but I'm just happy one of the boys got him. So we're getting it done out here. Hope y'all are having a good hunting season. See you next time.